Good morning everyone. This is the third lecture of class 7 science of the chapter nutrition in plants. So we were continuing from the topic photosynthesis, and last time we studied photosynthesis and the reaction involved in photosynthesis and the diagram also to show how photosynthesis work. So now we will study the one important point, that is roles of leaves in photosynthesis. See, leaves are very important for photosynthesis. Why? Because leaf possess following two features which make photosynthesis possible. Leaf contains the green pigment chlorophyll in their cells, which help to capture sun's energy. And I have already told chlorophyll is helpful in capturing sun's energy because it is green in color, and it absorb all the light colors except green. It reflects green color, and that's why it is able to trap green sunlight. So leaves, first point is that leaf contains green pigment chlorophyll in their cell, which helps to capture sun's energy. And the second one is there are some small or tiny pores called stomata on the surface of the leaves. Through the stomata, what happens? Through the stomata, carbon dioxide from the atmosphere enters the leaves, and oxygen as a byproduct of photosynthesis, and along with oxygen, water also go out of the leaves through these stomata. So stomata is a very important part. I will show you the diagram also. So please remember two of its function, that is, one is exchange of gases and second one is transpiration. What is transpiration? Transpiration is a process of loss of water in form of water vapor, because whenever excess water is there in a plant, they just leave the surface of the plant through stomata. That process is in the form of water vapor. This process is called transpiration. So there are two main function of stomata, that is exchange of gases and transpiration. They are just like a small tiny pores which is able to exchange, like we have nostrils for exchanging gas, for inhaling and exhaling oxygen and carbon dioxide. In the same way they have stomata, or they have that tiny pores, and these stomatal opening is surrounded by two kidney or bean shaped cells. Two kidney shaped cells are there, by which they are surrounded. These cells are called, see, you will be able to see here very clearly. See, here we are able to see a small opening. This whole structure is called stomata, and this small opening is called stomatal opening, and this opening is surrounded by two bean or kidney shaped cell, isn't it? See, it is like bean shape. So these cells, these kidney shaped cells or bean shaped cells, are called guard cells. See, this is the position in which the opening, the stomata is open, and this is the position in which stomata is closed. So they are like the door of the stomatal opening. Guard cells are like the door of stomatal opening. So what we were studying, these stomatal opening is surrounded by two kidney or bean shaped cells called guard cells. You can make the diagram by pausing video, so because it is important, and sometimes it is asked to write function and structure, both the things of stomata. So you should remember the structure also and the functions of stomata. These two are the functions, and structure already I have shown you. Now coming to the next thing, that is, what happens to the plants which do not have leaves. See, you have been seen some desert plants like cactus and all. You have seen they don't have leaves. So don't you think what happens with these type of plants? What they do, how they prepare their food, and why they have spines or thorns instead of leaves? Why they have? See, in desert already there is very less water. So if they have leaves, what will happen? Leaves will have stomatal opening, and they will keep on releasing water continue, and what will happen, there will be excess loss of water and the plant will die. So just to prevent this transpiration process, they adapted some condition, they adapted themselves into the conditions, and they converted their leaves into the spines or thorns, so that there will be no more transpiration. Okay, so what I have written here, see, in desert plant like cacti, leaves are reduced to spines. They are reduced to spines. This reduces loss of water by transpiration. But in that type of plant, the stem is green in color. So if the stem is green in color, it means they contain chlorophyll. See, the stem in these plants become green and they carry out photosynthesis. So is it clear what happens with the desert plant? It is important to learn that they have green stem which contain chlorophyll and which is responsible for preparing food. Now the topic comes ki what happened with the plants which do not have green, they have leaf but they are green, they are not green in color. So what happened with that type of plant, and what we say to them, we name them as variegated plants with variegated leaves. See, the plants with variegated leaves contain amount of other pigment, whether it can be red, brown, yellow, or any other, violet, because you have seen some of the plants having some different type of leaves, different colored leaves. So it doesn't mean ki they don't have green color, they have green color, but the percentage of green color is low than the percentage of other color. See what I have written, the plants with variegated leaves contain amount of red, brown, yellow or other pigment in high percentage in comparison to green color. So green color is present there, but the percentage is lower. See, photosynthesis does take place in all these leaves through green colored portion. So the portion which is green in color, only that, at that place only the photosynthesis will take place. Okay, like money plant, croton, coleus, these all are the example of plants with variegated leaves. So I think you understood what happens with the desert plant, how they prepare food, and what happens with the plants which do not have have colored leaves or variegated leaves. Okay, so now coming to the next topic, that is importance of photosynthesis. See, why photosynthesis is important. You can think over it. If what would happen if there is no more photosynthesis? You can just take 2 minutes and please think over it. What would happen? See, what I have seen, what I have points to remember or points to know ki what would happen if there is no photosynthesis. See, photosynthesis is necessary, otherwise if it is not there, then what would happen? There would be no food available. See, if photosynthesis is not there, then who will prepare food? The plants are the only thing who prepare their own food. They are autotrophic, and others are only dependent directly or indirectly on the plants only. So if photosynthesis is not going to take place, there would be no food available. In the absence of food, living organism would not survive. Because why? Because they depend on food made by plants, either directly or indirectly. Somehow we depend on plants only. Okay, so it is very important to photosynthesis to take place. Okay, and the second point what I got, see, they release oxygen as a byproduct. In the photosynthesis reaction I have given, when I taught you photosynthesis process, I have given you one chemical reaction. In that you have seen they release oxygen as a byproduct of the photosynthesis. If oxygen is present at the product side, so which is that oxygen is used by us, used by all living organism for respiration. So it is important. They are releasing oxygen, and it is very important because we take oxygen as in breathing and all, and it is important for all living organism. And the third point what I have written, Photosynthesis maintains a balance between oxygen and carbon dioxide in atmosphere. See, this is the plants are the only thing which give oxygen in return. Otherwise, all the plants and animals just take oxygen. They inhale oxygen. No one is there to produce oxygen or to release oxygen. So plants are responsible for balancing the oxygen and carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. So it is very important photosynthesis to take place. So these 3 points will tell you importance of photosynthesis, why photosynthesis is necessary.